Wake up! Come with me. I've got a story to tell you. It's a story about beautiful, sparkling bubbles. Long, long ago, there was a genius professor called Dr. Bubblebrain. He adored bubbles and always had since he was a little boy, and he had a dream. Bubbles are so beautiful and so fun, yet their existence is so fleeting. I'm going to invent the unpoppable bubble, so people can enjoy that beauty and fun forever. The professor worked day and night on new bubble mixtures, but no matter what he tried, sooner or later, all the bubbles he blew popped. For years, he continued his research. Eventually, the poor professor's heart was about to break. Whatever I try, they still pop. Perhaps the unpoppable bubble just doesn't exist. He started to cry, and tears fell into his bubble mixture. He'd given up all hope as he sighed in defeat, blew one last bubble. A beautiful, iridescent bubble formed, which slowly changed in shape until it became a pretty young girl. Hello, Papa. I'm Lulu. I read 10 storybooks today, Papa. Miraculously, Lulu grew up just like any other little girl. And Dr. Bubblebrain cared for her like she was his own daughter. Whatever Lulu wanted, he gave her. Papa, I wish I could meet one of the pirates from my books. You can, my treasure. Papa will make it happen. So, Dr. Bubblebrain blew a magic bubble, and a swashbuckling pirate appeared. Ahoy there, Lulu! I'm Captain Kidd. Lulu started to wish for more and more. Papa, I wish I could sail on the high seas with Captain Kidd. Papa, I wish Captain Kidd had a crew. Papa, I wish we could go on an adventure to a treasure island. Each time, Dr. Bubblebrain granted his daughter her wish. Before long, he brought everything to life. All of the storybooks that Lulu loved so much. Oh, thank you, Papa. I'm so happy. Day after day, Lulu had adventures with Captain Kidd and her father in the fantastic bubble worlds Dr. Bubblebrain created. But then, one day... So, my treasure, what do you wish for today? The professor lovingly asked his daughter. With sadness in her eyes, Lulu answered, Papa, I wish I could float away, free in the sky. So, carried on the cold winter breeze, the bubbly little girl started to drift away. Her human form began to shine, a crushed professor fell to his knees, trembling in despair. If I lose you, what will I have left? Will everything I've achieved have been for nothing? But Lulu turned and said with conviction, a bubble only shines with iridescent beauty when it's blown by someone with beauty in their heart. And your heart is full of beauty, Papa. With a broad smile, Kid added, it's the truth, so don't ever say this was all for nothing. All our dazzling adventures have been thanks to you. And I know you'll keep those memories locked tight in the treasure chest of your heart. Then, with a single bubbly tear, Lulu gave her magical straw to the professor. You've shown us so much beauty, Papa. Now, it's our turn. Let us repay you with the most wondrous sight we can make. Blow the straw, Papa, before we pop and disappear forever. Dr. Bubblebrain granted her last wish. Through a cascade of tears, he blew into the straw. Lulu and all her bubbly friends floated slowly up into the air on their way to the heavens. As the bubbles climbed high in the sky, the sun shone brightly on all the bubble worlds the professor had ever created. In all his life, Dr. Bubblebrain had never seen such wondrous beauty before. Please don't ever forget me, Papa. Never. I could never, ever forget you, my treasure. And in that moment, the professor understood. No bubble is unpoppable, but its beauty need never, ever fade inside your heart. When the bubbles were high, high above, they gleamed like thousands of points of light, creating an iridescent galaxy of stars across the winter sky. Then, among the countless bubbles, two met and they merged. The sight of that miraculous union stayed with the professor forevermore, filling his heart with joy and light. From that day forward, Dr. Bubblebrain became an inventor, making as many fun bubble creations as he could think of to fill others' hearts with joy and light. And he lived out the rest of his days at the place where he saw his treasure join the heavens, which he named Million Star Hill.
All ready to go!
PlayStation